What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in here to the Frost Blizzard Rocket League tournament. It's number 73 here today. We're going to have a lot of fun Rocket League action. My name is Llama77. I'm joined today in the casting booth by the one and the only. It is Doc Raz. How you doing today, Doc?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Ready to watch some carball.
Ball. Exciting carball.
Better be.
Hopefully, nonetheless, we're going to see a lot of series here today, and we're going to start it off with a great one here. Doc, it's going to be good. It's going to be a couple games, and it's going to be Rocket League.
Got last minute versus Noxem. Last minute on the blue team. Noxem on the orange team. Kickoff underway. Time to get down to it. Who's going to come out on top in this best of 3 matchup?
That is the question we'll answer. Obviously, best of 3, like you said. And this is a winner's bracket. So if you lose this one, you'll be dropped down to the lower bracket. You do have the second life in the tournament, but it is going to be, like you said, last minute in the blue versus Noxem in the orange. And we are already started off really good. Pablo going to score that one in 30 seconds on in here. And it is going to be the first goal for that side. And Pablo there's no defense there. The teammate bumps him out of the way, splash, and score 70 miles an hour. That's going to be one on the board.
Oh, quick one on the board. Players looking like we need a new server. We've had a couple of disconnects here. Not quite sure what happened to them.
Does look like there's a couple of disconnects. Pablo's going to take another, though. Why not take some extra goals for good measure? Hopefully we can get this this lobby reset. It does look like you said, a couple disconnects, a couple people that have been lost into space.
I think we are going to have to leave this match here. Everything's going to get remade, new server, so bear with us. Apologies for that, everybody. Must have been some connection issues there for the other team, but we'll get that sorted out and get back to it. Not really a whole lot to say about the gameplay. There wasn't a whole lot of it.
Wasn't. We kind of had that immediate disconnect, kind of had that happen, but nonetheless, we'll get into it soon. Once that server gets repaired, once we get it all fixed up, those players should be able to connect on back and get our game on going. Like you talked about, though, it's going to be that best of 3 to start us on off up here in the winner's bracket. It's going to be a good one as we get this lobby set up.
Should be getting the lobby remade here now. Players should be joining any moment, but just kind of waiting on them. You got any experience with either of these two teams, Lama?
I don't know either of them.
Hey, let me take a look at the bracket while we're sitting here. Got last minute Noxem. I believe I've seen Noxem. I'm going to take this team here. Fatal, Thunder, and Mutinate. I do believe I've seen these guys here before. It's been a little bit. But they've done well so far. They've done very well here so far. Made it to this point at least. And their record's looking pretty solid. They're 3-0. So is last minute, as a matter of fact. And for last minute, you've got Pablo, Ricky, and Kuz. Those names do also ring a bell. I'm sure we've seen them around a time or two. A lot of the guys we see here are regulars after all.
That's true. Yeah, we got a lot of these teams that come back week after week, month after month, and we are going to get into it. Find the server is reset. Here we go back into game number 1 of this series, once again between Last Minute and Noxem. Like you said, both have made it to this point and trying to extend their life in the winner's bracket. So Pablo going to start this one out early. Pablo had that goal in that first little couple 10 seconds, so definitely a motivation booster nonetheless, but this scoreboard will start at 0-0. Some early offense here from Last Minute. Nice, but it's going to be Noxem on the defense. They'll get that bounced on up here and hopefully on out of their goal.
They do manage to clear it over to midfield, but it is going to get turned around once again by Last Minute, saying in front of the net. Pablo not able to get a shot off. He's going to manage to keep it in play. Mutinate, sorry. Comes down, clears that one back out, but it is going to get sent back into the corner. Cleared back again. A little bit more volleyball here in the midfield, as always, as both teams try to figure it out.
Got to figure it out. Some volleyball back and forth. Some aerial plays. It's going to be right by the net. Oh, that one was perfectly waterfalled in. Thunder is going to be laying the lightning down on the goal. 67 miles an hour on that one. And again, that was just a perfect bounce. The defender just could not get there quick enough. It's going to be a first strike by Noxem. The reconnects helping them out. And only a minute gone, and they are going to be 1 goal up in this game number 1.
Oh, they are up by 1 here. Good start for them, especially considering they got scored on in the first 10 seconds of the lobby we had to remake. So I'm sure last minute not too pleased about this situation, but it's only a goal. They can get it back, no problem. They just got to set themselves up for success. But it seems to be, I was about to say Noxem setting themselves up for success with that beautiful pass, but unfortunately, nobody's able to get it. It gets turned around for a counterattack by Ricky.
Ricky able to turn that one around here. Will bounce to midfield where once again last minute they're going to continue this offense. An open net finally blocked there by Thunder, doing work on both sides of the field. That goal and that save now in the back pocket. Pablo trying to play some defense does get the demo for their efforts. Approaching 3 minutes left. Thunder a nice waterfall again, but no teammate there able to connect on it. It's going to be Pablo once again to bounce it on out to try and get it further. Ricky, the pass is there and it is saved just barely. Goose flies in, but just not quick enough.
Not quick enough to get the shot off, but defense quick enough to try to get another clear here. Once again, they make it past the midline, only to get sent back to a ball in their own corner. Now they've got yet another chance to clear it. Mutinate goes for it, but he gets bumped off. Thunder did not get to it fast enough. But he's going to get a 50 off. He's Fatal in the corner to try to drop it down, miss the ball, leave it. Take it. Looks like he's trying to set himself up for some kind of flick upside down, but he's going to get turned around, and quick counterattack's going to lead for Mutinate. Quick shot down and in off of the pass from Fatal. And now they're up by 2, a little bit under halfway through this game, or a little bit more than halfway.
You said it is a goal to make up, and now it's going to be 2 goals to make up. Like you said, a beautifully perfect pass there from Fatal. And Mutinate able to just receive that one, kind of weave it in between 2 defenders there. And that is going to be their second goal on the board. With that, they're going to bring a lead into the second half of this game. Number 1, a possibility. Fatal, a nice pass again. I mean, you could just see this teamwork. They have been on point all of this first game so far. Those passes have definitely been there. That is something we love to see. Approaching the 2-minute marker, and it's going to be how last minute, how they respond here. Because like you said, down 2 goals, still doable, but they're going to have to get some offense going.
They are, in fact, going to have to get some offense going. Seems like they spend a little bit too much time on the defensive here. But only 1 save to show for it, and it's just now happened. Now, granted, they've got a fair bit of shots. I mean, Noxem's only got 3 total shots for their 2 goals, and last minute's got 4 all on Kuz, 1 on Ricky, 2 on Pablo. They're definitely getting their shots off. The problem is the quality of the shots and the strength of the other team's defense. They're just getting beat in saves here, so they need to get rid of the defense just like they did, and Mutinate's going to pick one up for him and stretch it out to 3.
Yeah, talk about the demos, talk about the team plays there. There's just an empty net. Thunder just destroying the back line there, taking it and leaving an open net for Mutinate there to just clean that up. That will be the 3rd on the board, a 3-goal lead, 0 on the board for last minute at this point. They need to try and find an answer, and they need to try and find it soon. There it is, Pablo. Will answer with that one, just taking it upon themselves, taking it in the air, taking it in, and taking that goal.
Beautiful reset right over the head of Fatal. Nothing Fatal could do about it, and that is exactly the way you need to get a comeback.
A quick strike is a great start to your comeback. Still going to need 2 more in about a minute and a half here, just under that at that point. Kuz going to pass to Pablo, and Pablo once again back-to-back goals in just under 15 seconds. 61 miles an hour, and that one is going to fly in. And like you said, that is a great start. And now they're only down 1, Doc.
That was a very quick turnaround. They went from down 3 about 30 seconds ago. Now they've got 2 on the board. They're within 1 minute, 14 on the clock. Plenty of time to work for as Pablo gets handed a free possession. Already seen him score time and again. Gets the 50 in the air, drops it down, but nobody there to receive. It's going to be an easy clear. Team Orange, and right back the other way. Fatal able to keep it back towards the half, but he's going to get absolutely dunked by Kuz. Misses the ball, and it's just in the net off the mistouch from... Oh my goodness, I didn't catch the name of who whiffed that. There's Fatal Mutinate, not able to hit it. I think he got bumped by Kuz, actually. I think Kuz cleared him.
It looked that way. It looked like that bump did come in, and you see, obviously, Kuz just getting that beautiful, that the touch and then into the bump is enough for the goal. And you talk about scoring offense right here for last minute. 3 goals in just about 35 seconds. That is what you want for a game number 1 comeback. Again, it's not over just yet. Still at the tied point. They need 1 more to win, or we could be facing overtime, but their offense has really showed up here in this last minute.
They have woken up completely here. I mean, 3 goals in a minute, nothing to scoff at. And maybe a 4th here with this double, but Pablo not able to find it. Ricky taking a shot, isn't going to get deflected. Now Mutiny big clear back towards the blue corner. Pablo now in the corner, grabs the boost. Ricky pops it over to him. Pablo tries to throw it over to Ricky, but it's going to get intercepted by the orange team. And now Ricky's going to pick it up, try to get it out to middle. He does. There's Pablo, 2 defenders, and Fatal's going to get the clear.
Fatal, a nice save there. The time ticking down, though. We are going to hit double zeros if this ball hits the ground. We're going to be going to overtime, and that looks like it. Both teams okay with that overtime. Game number 1 could not have asked for a better game. Noxem came out to an early 3-0 lead. Last minute, they answered. Now my question is, can Noxem answer? Can they get the next goal? Their defense has looked a little bit shaken in that past minute and a half of that game.
In the last minute and a half of that game, their defense has struggled, but that was right after I mentioned how strong their defense had been for the rest of the game. Now they've only picked up a couple more saves over that period of time. Quick shot, but Kuz able to keep that one out of the back of the net. Now Thunder tries to get it past Pablo and does. Ricky managed to pick that up, throw it back towards the orange net. Fatal already back on rotation, able to pick it up in the corner, tries to steer it away, but he's going to get 50 on the wall. Demo on Ricky from Thunder is going to give them some space to go for another clear and another demo.
A couple of different demos coming through there. Thunder going to have to receive this one back in the orange net. Approaching 1 minute of extra time here as the offense of Noxem continues to go. There's an open net, and Thunder's going to fly out of the corner to finish that one. 1 minute is enough for this Noxem team. They find the answer after losing those 3 goals in a row. Beautiful passes and beautifully done Noxem. They're going to take game number 1.
I can't believe they actually won that. I'm not going to lie. I lost a little bit of faith there after they started getting run over by last minute in the beginning there, or in the middle of the game. And they managed to clutch it up with an open goal score at the last second. So fantastic for them. They are going to need to try their best to get that one back. I mean, they held their own for a while. They were doing really well in the beginning of the game. But that last minute, not so well.
Yeah, last minute, they did a really good job of just coming back there, getting 3 goals like you were talking about, but the resilience. I'd like to specifically point out Thunder. I mean, working on both sides of the ball, 2 goals to their name, also 3 saves. Amazing on the defense. Great work from this team. Now, obviously, the series is not over. We still have a best of 3 here. It's going to be a 1-game advantage over towards Noxem, but last minute, they still have the chance to bounce back, and they still have, we've seen it before. You take that second game, that third game, that motivation can build you up just a little bit easier, but, they need to replicate what they did in that last minute and a half. They need to find the mistakes from Noxem, and they need to exploit them.
They are going to have to do that, and they did manage to do that in a good part of that game. It just took them a little while to wake up. Noxem, on the other hand, is going to have to watch out for that quick changeup again, because last minute, just out of nowhere, switched it up from not doing much of anything to running the entire match. So I want to keep an eye on those guys.
We'll see what we see, but we are going to get into game number 2 of this series here. Obviously, this is possibly the Noxem. If they win this one, it is over. They are going to advance themselves another round here in the winner's bracket. For last minute, this is your last chance in this winner's bracket to fight back. You need to go back-to-back games, and like you said, stop the Noxem offense early, start your offense early, and wake up, because you are facing loser's bracket if you lose this one.
They are facing the losers bracket, like you said, and also not, they're not going to be out of the tournament, so they're still going to have a chance, but you don't want to find yourself on your last life this early. So they're going to need to wake something up and start scoring first this time. They can't wait till halfway through the game to score all of their goals and let Noxem build up a lead, which is a big part of why they ended up winning in that last match. Had they woken up a little bit earlier, they probably wouldn't have had a 3-goal deficit and have to go.
Don't want to put yourself in that 3-goal deficit. Want to build your own lead. No lead just yet. We are a minute in here. Ricky going to be able to kind of bounce it around that orange net, but finally taken over. It is Pablo going to receive it out of the air. Thunder going to get a little bit of a bounce towards them. Fatal going to take a 50 into the air here. Under 4 minutes now. Fatal running it towards the net, but no teammates there. Again, we saw the passing was very important that last game. We'll see if those passing plays are there once again, because they're going to need them. Again, it looks like last minute, like you said, they're starting to wake up a little bit earlier, but wake up they will not. They will be asleep at the wheel as Mutinate will take that first one. 3:33 on the clock and locks it in.
Great shot and a great save from Fatal there, or a great pass, I should say, from Fatal. Able to get that down to his teammate through the defense and right over the face of them as they double commit onto Mutinate's touch. Leave the net open, and you're going to get scored on. Noxem has already done that several times to this team, so I think it's time for last minute to really pay attention to their rotations and where their teammates are.
Gotta pay attention. You have that 1-goal lead now for last minute. You need to once again build. Oh, no, Fatal. Oh, the mistouch is there. Kuz, it says you saved it, but I think that one is going to be a mistouch. Fatal. Oh, right into the corner, right off of Kuz, and that is going to make it do. Another mistake here by last minute, and they're not making that many of them, but Noxem is just finding a way to, when they do, to exploit it.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Noxem really exploited that last one. Looks to me like Kuz got a bit of a mistouch, and I'm not entirely sure because of the angle, but it seems like Pablo may have shoved him into that second touch, which is what put it into the net. So a bit of blue-on-blue action turns on to a 2-goal deficit, and it's looking a little bit like last game. Unfortunately, last minute need to wake up, and they need to wake up now. They are almost halfway through this game. They don't have any points on the board. They're throwing shots, but they're throwing shots wide. And nothing's really working out too well for him. Who's looking to make something happen? Turns the mind game, drops it low, and gets it in. 1 goal to go, 2-1.
Kuz does a really good job there. You talked about it right there. They need to get something going. Kuz, they got 2 players. They have player advantage, kind of pickpocketing them right in their own goal. And with just about 2.5 minutes left, they are going to get their first goal of the match. They need to start heating up, but like we said, they were down 2. They need to get a couple more, and they need to keep on going. Kuz, though, is great on that goal. Great for 1. We'll see how they continue as Mutinate is going to try to get some offense going for this Noxem team.
They get turned right around, though, by Kuz, thrown over towards the orange back wall, but Fatal's going to carry it up in the air dribble up over the top of Pablo, bumps him, though. Ricky able to get there first, is going to bounce to the back wall and down. It's a little bit of a scary situation, but they manage to get it cleared. Pablo throws it over 1, but Mutinate gets a piece of him, and it's left to Fatal to try to get the clear, which ends in a 50 in midfield.
In midfield, Thunder going to take it this time. Thunder actually is quick with that one. Oh, that was just a toss right up on into the net. Just beats a couple defenders on it. Uses some of that boost in the process. Pablo just a little bit too slow on the touch. Might have run out of boost. Might have just been too slow. But nonetheless, that is going to mean 3. Once again for Noxem. Again, we are getting under this 2-minute scenario. This is where last minute showed that they had the possibility to score some goals last time. But Doc, we are going to need to see it once more.
We are definitely going to have to see them turn that switch on again. Now, with that little corner thing there, with Thunder, that last goal, what it looked to me was he did a fantastic job with faking going up the wall. I guarantee you the defense was watching for him to take it up the wall, try to do something fancy. Instead, he turns around on the wall real fast, throws it back down, and takes a quick shot. While they're turned around and looking for boost, looking where their teammate is, and just sails right past them. There's really not a whole lot they can do about it. So that's just, like, honestly, 300 IQ. Props to him for that. We see a lot of shots coming out here again against them, but nothing finding the back of it. Managed to get it cleared once again. And Noxem not having nearly as much trouble with last minute as they did.
Well, as the namesake says of their team, last minute, this is their last minute to get something done here. Down 2 goals, 45 seconds on the clock. What can they do? They picked up some last time. This time it's going to be Ricky taking it towards the right side of the field and taking it up into the air where they will try and maybe get some passes. But once again, bumped and disrupted. This time, Kuz with the demo. The shot is just a little bit off target. That is really one you need. Pablo back just quick enough for the shot from Thunder. We're seeing it 25 seconds. A miracle is what is now needed for last minute as they are trailing heavily.
Trailing heavily, 2 goals needed, 15 seconds on the clock, and the ball not even in your possession. It's thrown over to your back wall. Pablo, man, get a clear off the down touch, but it's right to Fatal. Fatal's got a little bit of boost. Never mind, he's all out. Gets a reset to the corner. Gets sent back the other way. Thunder redirection into his own corner. Kuz managed to keep it up. Ricky managed to keep it up, but it's going to drop on the face of Pablo and down. Awesome. Hey, first match and move on to the next match in the upper bracket. Last minute are not out of the tournament, though. We will see them down in the losers bracket.
Have that second life, like you said, though. Have that opportunity in the losers bracket, but it's like you said, you don't necessarily want to use that this early, so it's going to be a little bit hard of a fight to try and get them through the lower bracket, to try and get themselves an opportunity to maybe win some prize money. But, nonetheless, they still have that chance. Sometimes that lights a fire in some teams and can kind of rev them up to get them through the lower bracket. Nonetheless, Noxem. It's going to be a 2-0 for them. They will be moving on. I gotta say, really fantastic. You talked about after that first game, they needed to really shore up their defense, make sure that none of those mistakes were happening in that final minute, and they did exactly that. Specifically, I gotta point out Thunder once again working on both sides of the ball in these next couple series. We're gonna have to see, how that works, how their teamwork continues to work, and if their defense will stay strong.
The defense is going to have to go strong as they continue on in this bracket. Their next matchup is going to be against Cotton in the winners final. Both teams looking for that guaranteed spot in the grand finals and that game advantage in that series. Losers team still won't be out of the tournament. They're not on their last life yet. They will get a chance to go down to the losers final and play whoever comes out earns that spot. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get this next match underway. Give us just a moment. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that short break, we are here once again with the Frost Blizzard Rocket League tournament. Fun. We have the winners final going on right here, right now. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a best of 5 series. Going to be a good one, I would have to say, Doc.
I think it'll be a pretty good game. We saw Noxem shut out their opponent last minute in the last series, earn their way up to this winner's final matchup against Cotton, who have earned their way here with a flawless record as well. They are 3-0 on the day. Noxem now sitting at 4-0. So Cotton looking to got something to prove here. They're gonna really try to tie that record. But do they have what it takes to run a sweep on Noxem? I'd be fairly impressed if they could, and they do try early, but the shot is going to get blocked by Thunder. Now, Fatal with the ball throws it over to midfield, Mutinate backflips, and Fatal tries to take possession, but gets a low 50 towards the wall.
Gets a low 50, and like you talked about, this is winners final. A lot on the line for both of these teams. Like you mentioned, a spot in the grand final with game advantage, securing yourself some of that prize money. And it is a best of 5, so it's a little bit longer. You're going to have to, extend for longer, keep that motivation going. Obviously, like you said, we see Noxem last game. We've seen their offense, defense, and somewhat fall apart during the last minute and a half. So we'll see if they can keep that together. Bats get on towards midfield. Dinks does have a shot that goes a little bit wide there. It's going to be a shot here into the corner. Reveal takes the pass and reveals the top right of the net. What a beautiful shot to take Cotton up 1-0 here.
Beautiful shot, gets Cotton up a goal, like you said. First blood in the first minute. Fantastic. GG on them. They managed to pull it off. Noxem starting from behind for, I believe, the first time so far. They've had the first strike in both the games we've seen them play here so far. Cotton doing well, picking them apart. Reveal running his way up the field, only one to go. Plays it around him, quick shot, nobody's back, and goal up by 2.
Up by 2, Reveal is going to get both of those goals here already. And like you said, Noxem, they have not played from behind in that last series. We'll have to see how they play from behind in this one, because it is 2 already. 1:15 in, and it is Cotton showing they can score goals. Mutinate going to try and get some offense going here in the left corner. A pass from Thunder is going to go just a little bit high. All 3 players missing that one, bouncing off and bouncing forward. Reveal gonna once again take this. Has already threatened the net twice. We'll see if they can threaten it once again. Thunder, though, gonna turn it the other way.
Turn it the other way they do, and now Aegis has to play defensive here. Try to get it out. Gets 50. Now Thunder with the ball. Dinks on the wall. Does manage to take possession of that. Can he get it all the way out of his half? No. Fatal's gonna intercept that one. Noxem trying to get their first goal here, but it's going to get turned aside. Thunder tries for the low 50. Reveal wins that one. Now with a bit of boost, takes it low and ends up dropping it to Mutinate. Aegis looking for it, but Dinks is down for the count. Finally gets back in there and gets the low 50. And no, still no big clears. It's just volleyball in the midfield once again.
In some volleyball, that's what these Rocket League players love to play, but it is Dinks going to take it once again about halfway into this game number 1 matchup here. 2.5 minutes on the clock, and for Noxem, they need to find a way back from this 2-0 deficit. A shot there from Fatal is saved, I believe, from Reveal, so it is Dinks to get the demo, putting some pressure on towards this Noxem team. They send it the other way, though, into the corner, where it will be recovered by Aegis, and trying to send it now the other way. It's Thunder, one of the lone people in the net, able to get that block and able to send it off. But again, this offense has been relentless from Cotton, already scoring 2, and with 2 minutes left, they are still holding strong on defense as well.
Holding strong on defense, they do. No goals being scored here in the last little bit. Just a lot of back and forth. Some missed opportunities here and there. Some good demo plays gone awry, but never mind. I take it back. A beautiful pass over the defense is going to lead to a ball in the middle of the net, and Thunder able to clear that one up. Great pass from Mutinate and a great positioning from Thunder right over the top. Nothing defense could do about it, and now they've only got 1 goal they need to score.
I mean, Thunder, we talked about it, was the player that needed to wake up on this squad. The main offensive target from that last series, and will start off their game with their first score on the board. So that's a great comeback. Like you said, they're still going to be down 1, but able to wake up from that one and able to at least cut that lead in half is a good start. And to get them something, there is nobody in net. It sneaks right in the side. Mutinate. Beautiful. I mean, that is a 55-miler slow ball right into the right side. Trades the demo for the goal. Doc, I'd take that trade any day.
I would take that trade any day as well. It's another goal on the board. You've now tied the game up, crawled your way from a deficit, and oh boy, almost thought we were going to get a kickoff goal there, but a bit wide. Here's Reveal with a flip reset, looking to use it, but no, can't really get anything with it. Ball get thrown into the corner now by Reveal again. Thunder manages to play it around, and fortunately for him, he gives it right to Aegis. Now Aegis with a shot attempt, goes for a slow play, tries to bring it down, pop it up again. Nobody bites, and he gets 50'd away. And, oh boy, a little orange on orange action this time in the net almost leads to an open net and a free ball, but nobody's there to claim it, so they managed to walk away unscathed.
Unscathed indeed. Reveal tries to get a nice waterfall there, but ends up resulting in just about nothing. Aegis is able to get a nice demo to slow down this Noxem offense, but still all tied up at the moment. One of these teams does need to hit a goal for us to not go into overtime once again. Fatal, though, is going to try and take it themselves. Aegis, a nice shot. Thunder able to bounce that one out well enough. Reveal, 30 seconds remaining, and Cotton, they are threatening. Reveal, top of the net. That's where it's gonna be, and it's gonna be a 1-goal lead.
1-goal lead now for Cotton. Finally managed to get another one on the board. They've had 2 goals scored on them in a row. It's been a little bit since they've struck gold, but 25 seconds on the clock. They've re-secured their lead. Ideally, Drinks here looking to get another one on the board. After that further, double flip reset into the dribble, but not quite able to control it into the shot. It's going to get cleared away. No, it's going to get shot back on and blocked again. Still not able to get this ball away from their net. Noxem is looking like they're a little bit awkward here. Mutinate able to get a piece, but Reveal's right there, but no, Fatal comes in from out of nowhere and saves it. Now Aegis again with a shot, and with 1 second on the clock, they stretch their lead by 2.
Yeah, not really enough time on the clock now. A nice goal nonetheless. You talk about they were just shot after shot, shot after shot, ends up getting them the goal. With 1 second left, it's going to be Noxem most likely going down 0-1 in this series. Now, we talked about it is a 5-game series. They showed some great things in this series, but once again, it was their last minute, their last half a minute that their defense just kind of faltered, and that happened in last match. We saw that, and it happened again in this one. So although they won that series 2-0, this team, I mean, they have walked all the way to this winner's bracket. They have proven they deserve to be here, and they are not going to let anything slip. They are going to use those mistakes to their advantage, and that they did. Noxem not out of it, but they're going to go down 1 of the series.
Hey, they did fantastic. Absolutely picked it apart. They only let 2 goals in on their side. And on offense, they were an absolute powerhouse. Reveal especially. Actually, I mean, him and Aegis, 8 and 7 shots respectively, just absolutely owned the entire lobby on offense. Nothing that Noxem seemed to be able to do to keep them away from the back of their net. To try as they might, they did get a couple of goals. They came so close to tying it up once again, but didn't go their way this time. But it's a new game, it's a new try, and we'll see if they have a new idea and maybe a new strategy on how they can try to get rid of this Cotton's team's defense.
Need to find a new plan, and they're going to have to find it quick. Obviously, you go down in this game, you're going to have to pull off the reverse sweep, but it is only 1 game. Still possibly, if you win this one, you transfer it back to a best of 3, and we are going to get into it. Game number 2. Noxem, they need to find a way to respond after losing that first one 4-2. And like you said, powerhouses on the offense. Reveal and Aegis both 8 and 7 shots respectively, so putting a lot towards the net. 4 of them connecting. We'll see how that offense does fare in this one.
Well, we shall see what they can do, and they're starting off on offense immediately with a quick shot from Fatal. Aegis able to clear that away, take it over the top, and now over the top of Thunder. Leaves it for Dinks. Dinks up in the air, plenty of boost. Looks for the 50-50 in the air and does manage to succeed in keeping it in the orange half. Now Reveal getting his own 50-50 in the corner. Throws it towards the net, but it's going to get cleared away. Fatal to Thunder, and then a little touch from Dinks is able to keep it down. Now back on the attack. Here's Noxem. Thunder trying to get a shot, but it is too high up. Titl looking for one, gets blocked by Aegis.
Get that block up. Dink's going to continue their offense once again. Thunder the only one back, but both players of Cotton did commit towards that ball. They get blocked out on it, and it'll be Mutinate this time to take it aerial. No goals in the first minute. Fatal trying to set something up in the air, takes it down the waterfall. No teammates are there. Reveal, going to get the pockets picked there by Thunder, but Thunder out of boost, has to go pick something up, and Dinks will walk the other way. Fatal gonna play some volleyball. Reveal has threatened before and will threaten again. Mutinate, though, clean on the defense.
Doing great on the defense. Both teams rather, able to keep everything out of the back of their net at this point, but here's maybe an opportunity for Fatal to lob one in, but Dinks is gonna get a piece of that, keep that away. Mutinate on the back wall looking for something, not able to do so. Thunder manages to keep it in over the top of the defender. Nobody's really there to touch him. Mutinate far down over the top of the squishy save attempt. And they get their first goal and their first lead first goal this game and first lead this series. Fantastic team play to get that one to work out. And now Cotton is on their back foot. Now they're the ones that have to get a goal just to tie it up.
They're going to have to be the ones that have to respond. Obviously, like you said, they went up in that first game. They are now down. A beautiful shot there will make it. Oh, Dinks, careful on that one. Has to get back very quick to try and reset. Mutinate putting pressure on, the continued pressure from this Noxem. We know they could score, but can they defend? The answer is no. Aegis going to get the tying goal here. 25 miles an hour. That's a slow ball if I've ever saw one.
That was a pretty slow one, but it doesn't matter how slow it is if it still finds the back of the net. And it's a short lead indeed for this Noxem team. Cotton able to strike back and tie this back up. A little bit more than half the game left to play. And Noxem trying their best to maintain offensive pressure, but it's not necessarily going their way. They do get a great 50, which is going to put the ball in a prime position. Fatal gets rid of one of the defense. Mutinate goes to take a shot, but everybody's back in time. Aegis able to clear that towards the corner. Fatal looking for a 50, gets it down, but Dinks is already waiting there. Oh, another shot back, and it's right in front of the net. Mutinate is going to pick that one up off of Fatal, and just like that, knocks him strike back, and now it's 2-1. They get their lead back.
They scored first, they will score third, and like you said, they will find a response to that tying goal from Cotton. It was just continuous offensive pressure off of that 50-50, overcommits by a little bit from Cotton, but Dinks is going to take it this time. They still have 2.5 minutes to try and find a response. This time it's a demo on towards Reveal, kind of stopping any attempt. Aegis trying to pull some fancy footwork out, but Thunder going to take it the other way. Two defenders are back in the offensive sector, so some pressure was there for Noxem. They don't get anything off of it just yet. A nice waterfall, a nice pass, but it's going to go the other way.
Other way, back towards the orange half. Reveal with a slow little redirect is not going to get past the defense this time. Aegis managed to clear away this shot attempt. That's going to get it pinched over to the blue corner by Mutinate off the back wall. Reveal passes to his teammate. Quick flick over to the corner. Looking for some kind of offensive pressure, but it's going to get turned around right away. Aegis now trying to turn around this counter attack, but he's out of boost. Opts for the low 50, does manage to get it behind the ball. But it is still going to become Fatal's ball here, trying to throw it over towards the back wall, make some kind of play for his team. Unable to do so, it's going to get turned around, and these midfield 50s keep coming, and they don't stop. Just back and forth volleyball. Nothing too serious happening so far, but Dinks looking for a nice double. Unfortunately, not able to get it, and now we're trying to play the corner game.
In the corner, see what they can do. A minute is what's going to be on the clock for this Cotton team. They need to find something. Fatal almost finding the back of the net there, but under 1 minute. This is where we have seen Noxem struggle a little bit on the defense. They need to shore it up. Some nice offensive pressure, though, is going to start cooking that time away from Cotton and making sure that they can maybe get another goal that could be the nail in the coffin. It will be Dinks to try and play some defense. It's an open net, though. Pressure is enough. Once again, repeated shot after shot after shot, and it will be Noxem up to 40 seconds left, Doc.
40 seconds left. Noxem, 2-goal lead on the board, 3-1. Cotton has 40 seconds to score 2 goals, and No, I certainly believe they're capable of it, but are they going to be able to clear this pressure from Noxem? I'm not so sure. They have yet to be able to do that here in the last couple of minutes. And here we go with an attempt to get a good clear. They do manage to keep it into the orange half. Can Dinks get the shot off on the empty net? He does. Thunder was there just in time, but his touch wasn't enough. It rolls in behind him. Wasn't really a whole lot he could do about it from that angle. And just like that, it's a 1-goal game with only 22 seconds remaining.
Hey now, Dinks is an all-star, and that is going to be 1 goal. Like you said, they have 20 seconds to get this one done for the side of Cotton. They have shown it that they can, but Fatal, they're going to start early with the demo, try and just burn time off the clock. Fatal going to take it right into the corner as Aegis taking it aerial, trying to get their offense set up, but they will be disrupted by the team on the other side. Noxem not trying to let them get anything for free, and Mutinate has a nice shot that goes just a little bit wide, going up into the air. There are zeros on the clock. If this hits the ground, it is all over for Cotton, but they need to find a way to keep it up in the air. Dinks cannot touch it. Noxem will fight back. They will punch back. And Doc, we will have an even series after 2.
Now it's just a best-of-3 series. Both teams are tied up at this point. These guys are going to have to try a new strategy here if you're Team Cotton. Didn't really go as well for them as the first game. First game, they kind of had all of the power, all of the pressure. This last round, it was all on Noxem. They had all the shots. They don't even have any saves on the board. Why? Because there were only 2 shots against their net that entire game. Both of them, unfortunately for them, did find the back of the net. But Noxem, 11 shots to Cotton's 2. That's what kind of game that was.
That definitely describes the whole game right there. But like you were saying, I mean, you talk about last game, you talk about Aegis and Reveal, they had 15 shots combined. This game, they got 1. They got 1 shot combined between the 2 of them. Obviously, 100% goal score. I'm not going to lie. 2 shots, 2 scores, but they scored once again near the end. So it's going to be an even series. We're going to be back to a best-of-3. Both teams going to have 1 on the board. For Cotton, like you said, they need to just have a better game plan. I mean, it seems like they're scoring near the end, but we've seen Noxem let a few of those goals slip all day long. The question is how they're going to respond towards that last game loss.
Well, they've got plenty of time to do so as the players take the pitch here for the 3rd game in this series. Tiebreaker it is. And to get that underway, like we said, the game was kind of an inverse of the first one, where all the power resided in Noxem, and right off the rip there, they almost get a great shot, but Dinks just able to keep that from finding the back of the net. Counter-attack opportunity. Reveal looking to make something happen here for his team. It's up high in front of the net, but nobody's really there to clean that up, and Mutinate's going to clear that over to the blue corner, pinch it up over the back wall, look for his teammate, get a block, but Reveal able to push that away. Thunder, quick shot down. Aegis there just in the nick of time, able to keep that from finding the back of their net and giving Noxem the early lead. And ooh, nice little ceiling reset there from I think it was Aegis up on the wall there. Doesn't really go anywhere.
Reset. Yeah, it was pretty clean. I love to see that. Love to see the skill plays here. And obviously chat is loving to see the skill plays too. Right now, 84% of chat is on Noxem's side. They bet their most valuable channel points, so going to be cheering them on. On the other side, 16% here for Cotton. So some fans for both and some channel points on the line nonetheless. A minute into this game, nothing on the board. Both defenses holding strong. It is Mutinate that has to get back to defend for a little bit. Dinks flying out of the corner, but doesn't get anything. Reveal a nice waterfall, but ends up resulting in nothing. Back to the midfield.
Nothing so far. We are a minute and 20 seconds, almost 30 seconds into this game, and nobody's scored a goal yet, which is kind of surprising. We've seen in most of these games in this tournament so far, it's been pretty early strikes for either team. Here's Thunder with an opportunity. Nobody in the back of the net. He can manage to get there before the defense, and does, and Noxem going to strike first.
Strike first. Thunder, it's just an outplay here, getting ahead of the opponents. The double tap there, and at 3.5 minutes, like you're saying, the first goal is once again going to go to Noxem. And we know how well they play from ahead, how well they play when they get that first goal. You talk about last game, even letting another one, they came back, they applied more pressure. That is what they've been doing all series long. We'll see if they can continue it with this 1-goal lead.
1-goal lead might not be enough, but they are looking to make it 2. not quite anything yet. Never mind. Here's Fatal trying to throw something off the wall and get a shot. He gets it past a Mutinate, who gets a shot a little bit too far low right and doesn't manage to find the net. Thunder gets a good 50, manages to keep up the pressure, but Aegis up high, able to try to turn that around. He doesn't manage to do so because Thunder is already in the air waiting.
Waiting, no fly zone for that, but it's going to be Thunder now taking it. Offensive pressure once again. Aegis just trying to cut that as soon as they can, transition it into their own offensive series here. Mutinate, a nice touch on it, but it's going to be Reveal able to pass it. Fatal, excuse me, able to intercept it there under halfway into this game number 3. Again, we are tied up at even, and I don't know what happened there. It must have been a teammate bump. Fatal, beautiful on that one. Nonetheless, 2-0. Noxem, the lead is extended.
Oh, all that happened there was a low, or I want to say a low 50, a high 50 in the air in front of the net. Managed to push it down into the ground and back. One defender waiting, looks like he maybe was thinking about going for a squishy or something. He was driving in towards the netter. He was just going to turn around, but either way, nobody able to react fast enough to that 50-50 results, in a 2-goal lead here for Noxem. Cotton once again finding themselves in a little bit of a behind-the-ball situation here. They are 2 goals behind, 2 minutes on the clock. They haven't found the back of the net until right now. Off that pass play, Dinks managed to draw their lead within 1.
That's a nice play, right in the aerial there, seeing it bouncing off of the crossbar. Dinks just to pick that one up, pick up the pieces, and make a nice little puzzle out of it. And that puzzle is going to show 1 goal on the board here, under 2 minutes. Still a comeback is necessary for this Cotton squad. Still down 1 goal, but that is a great start to get their offense going. Once again, the question for Noxem is, can their defense hold up in this final minute and a half? That is the question we will have answered.
Final minute and a half to find out if their defense can hold strong. So far, they've been able to do so. Reveal with a quick shot, looking for the double, managed to get it, but it's too slow, and Mutinate able to pick that one off. That could have been it. That could have been Cotton's success story, but no. It's still going to remain a 1-goal game. Quick pass from Aegis over to Dinks off the top. It's a little awkward for the defense. Reveal pops it down, and there's the goal. 2-2, a minute 16 on the clock, and Cotton have woken up in the last minute and a half of this game.
They have woken up, and once again, it is Noxem's defense just falling a little bit short in these final couple minutes of the game. Now still tied, still an opportunity for them to bring this one back, but it is a minute and 15 tied at the moment. If the scoreboard stands, we would be going to overtime, but if one more team were to score a goal and hold that, it could be enough. We're talking about getting on to match point in the series. Mutinate almost gets that next goal, but it is not enough. Under 1 minute. Both teams looking for that game-changing goal.
Let's not forget that game-changing goal could also result in their guaranteed goal or game advantage in the grand finals. And the loser of this will have to drop down to the losers final, which we'll have on next. It's looking like Noxem has the momentum here, but nobody can clear it out. Reveal tries to just play it to the corner for safety, but Thunder's there waiting. Here's Dinks off the back wall, tries to get it past the defense, takes the 50, but it's going to go straight down to Thunder's face, and we've seen him before with the ball. It's a menace to this team, and unfortunately for him, he is not able to really make anything happen. Aegis up in the air, looking to get a clear off his aerial, but does manage to get so after Reveal gets the ball first. Quick shot, Mutinate's going to pick that one up. Another ripper from Dinks is going to be a little too slow, and Fatal's going to pick it up. Now in the midfield, little 50-50 action. Aegis with the pick, 3 seconds on the clock. And can he get it? No, it's going to hit the ground, and we are in overtime.
Mutinate hitting that one to the ground. We are going to overtime. We are in golden goal scenario here for both teams. The next goal will end this overtime. Reveal a nice offensive pressure to start that one off. Noxem, can they take this one, or will it be Cotton bouncing back after that last game loss? Again, they took the first game of the series all even at 1 at the moment. And now it is Dinks to kind of bounce it through. Thunder able to get it into the corner, but needs to get it in the back of the net. A nice pass is going to be there. Speak of the back of the net, Mutinate will find it. Beautiful pass there from Fatal, 1/2. And that is going to be the game win from Noxem. Beautifully done. Only 30 seconds into this overtime.
Quick take back there for Noxem. by way of Mutinate. Fantastic team play. As usual, this team's team plays have been phenomenal here so far in this tournament. Cotton so close, yet so far from winning that one and taking the series advantage. Instead, it falls to Noxem, who are now 1 win away from securing their spot in the grand finals. Cotton is going to need to win the next 2 games in a row if they want to move forward in this winner's bracket.
They need to win 2 back to back. It's going to be tough. I think this game, I mean, they got more shots. They got more shots on the board, but they weren't as quality as the one we have seen in the past games. And it has been 2 games in a row now for the side of Noxem. I mean, they're going on a tear. They need some sort of answer from the other side from Cotton. And I think if you're Noxem, the one thing you could do just a little bit better, again, that last minute and a half defense needs to be shored up. Mistakes, if they happen, could cost you the series, could cost you the possibility of going towards that game 5 and not getting yourself in the winner's bracket. But it will come down to this game right here. Noxem could close it out, or Cotton could send us towards a game number 5. This is game number 4 of the winner's bracket, and Mutinate going to start it out dirty. He needs to go wash his hands after that one, because just absolutely outplaying the opponent. It's a touch off the left wheel, and it is in.
That pre-flip was just disrespectful. Fantastic play, fantastic read of the situation, and great clear from his teammate, able to set him up for that one. And Noxem takes first goal, and off this kickoff, they might get another one, but Fatal's a little awkward, not able to rip the shot. It's going to leave it for the blue team to clear it out, and they do. It is going to get sent right back to them, though. Aegis doesn't care. He's going to send it right back again, and the volleyball begins anew in this 4th game. I was a little confused on when I said that. Yeah, 4th game. Here we go. Mutinate, quick shot, look for the 50, not able to find it. Aegis is gonna get the clear over to Dinks, but Dinks is going to get a bump on Fatal. Thunder in front of the net, looks to get the 50 shot off, and he almost does. No, not quite. Almost found the back of the net, but it's gonna get saved at the last second once again. Really working overtime here if you're this Cotton defense.
Yeah, I mean, you have been working. You have not had any chance to go on the offense. Got to be Fatal once again. Is going to get off the assist there, but that is going straight off the bar. It's a double touch here from Fatal. The defense is not back fast enough. A beautiful touch once again off the left wheel. And all of a sudden, a duck. We are only a minute in towards this game number 4, and it is 2 goals for the side of Noxem, doing just a great job on offense.
Hey, they're doing phenomenal on offense. I'd say, honestly, get like one more, just secure it a little bit more just in case. And then all you got to worry about is that defensive rotation. You don't need to score any goals. All you got to worry about is making sure your defense is spotless. You've got a little bit of room for some mistakes then. You've even got a little bit right now, but you don't have enough. There's never enough room between you and the opponent when it comes to a game. And speaking of too much room, Thunder able to just drop that in off the 50 in the air, just kind of pinches into the ground a little bit and sails it on in. Nobody's anywhere near that net, let alone the midfield. Now it's a 3-goal lead. Now do what I said. Stay on defense. Keep your rotation solid. Don't worry about overcommitting. Don't worry about getting that offensive pressure. Who am I kidding? They're just gonna 50 him and blow a guy up in his own net and try to take another shot. Never mind. There's not even anybody back on defense there. Fatal's still going for it. You see this? These dudes don't care. They just want balls in net.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Score some more goals. They're up 3. Would like to add more to it, but 3 goals is going to be a large goal lead, a large mountain for this Cotton team to climb back up. But like you said, it is the time for Noxem. They need to make sure they're not making mistakes. They need to make sure the overcommits are not there. But again, with the offensive pressure just burning down time, now halfway through this game almost already, and still Cotton nothing to show for it just yet.
Absolutely nothing to show for it. They really have tried. It's not like they've been playing a bad game here, but they're just getting absolutely torn apart by Noxem. There's just nothing they can do to find the gaps in this team's defense or their offense at this point. And try as they might, they're getting over-rotated, and oh wow, I thought that was going to be a goal for sure, but bounces off the post and out, and it's going to get turned around the other way. Looking for finally a goal on the board, but the defense is too strong. They can't find an opening, and Hunter's going to clear it over Dinks. Nobody's back necessarily for that. He decides to play it slow and low and leave it for Mutinate, who rips it towards the net, but it's wide and right. And that's going to be a turnaround here for Aegis, who's got the reset, drops it in down, but Unda's going to snag that one now.
Able to pick that one up. Mutinate going to continue with this offensive pressure. Still a 3-goal lead for the side of Noxem. Like you said, they've been playing both sides of the ball so amazingly, so marvelous. And it's 1 minute 30 here. 3-goal lead once again for Noxem. If they win this game, they secure themselves in that winners final, that grand final. But it will be reveal actually to bounce it back, to not have a 0 on the board, to have 1. Is going to be a nice just shot. It looks like a misplay off of Titl. That'd be a nice goal to start their motivation.
And finally get one on the board. Now it's just a 2-goal game, 1.5 minutes on the clock. We've seen them come back before. Can they do it again? For their sake, hopefully we'll see what happens. Reveal looking to set something up here. Slow on the wall, takes it low, tries to get it past the defender. But Mutinate's going to get in his way.
But get in the way of that one. Fatal this time, though. Going to take it into the offensive sector here, into this blue zone. Mutinate off of the corner there, but no one to receive that pass. Under 1 minute. Thunda is demoed here, so got to be careful on the defense as Aegis going to take it into the orange corner. They need to, and one might come right here. It is reveal. Back-to-back goals here. They needed what this Cotton team needed, and Noxem once again, their final minute defense is falling apart.
Their defense is falling apart. That's why I said they needed that 3-goal lead, and it's already down to 1. They've only got 48 seconds on the clock. I told them to stop being aggressive. They didn't listen, and this is the result of that outcome. I warned them that they need to focus up on their defense, and what do we get instead? We get a throw of a 3-goal lead. Now with them on the back foot, Cotton trying everything they can to make another last-ditch effort happen. Now Fatal's got the ball way up in the air, but Aegis on the back wall able to get the clear. Nate throws it up towards the wall. Aegis is going to catch it once again, but not have enough in the tank to do anything with it. Now Fatal throws it towards the blue goal. Reveal on the backboard, able to clear that to Aegis. Going to try to just leave it there. Nobody really able to pick it up. He's going to get another touch here in front of his net. Save that one. But 5 seconds on the clock, they need a big clear and a big pass, and a demo on Aegis going to leave their one man up. They're gone, and that ball hits the ground and knocks them. Take the next game, and that is it. They win 3 in this best of 5. They're going to move on to the grand finals with their spot secured and their game advantage secured. And Cotton is going to go down to the losers final, and we will see them again soon, not to worry. But they are going to be they're going to have a little bit more to work for if we want to see them on the grand final stage.
Cotton, they're going to drop down to the lower bracket, like you said. They'll be in a best of 3 for that losers final. And again, the winner of that game will lock themselves into a fight with Noxem, who looked really strong. And I got to say, Thunda, once again, I kind of pointed them out in the previous series, but this series, once again, the passing was on point. The teamwork was on point. I mean, the scores were on point. The offense was on point, and getting back for defense on all sides of the ball. Thunda looked really good. Such a great team effort. And they are going to be a really big raid boss at the finals of this championship. But before we can get into the losers bracket, ladies and gentlemen, we do have to take just a tiny short break. So don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, because the losers bracket final is coming up right after a short break. Welcome on in here, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined here in the lower bracket semi-final. This is the first game. Last minute is in your orange, and Bat is going to be in your blue. Last minute, they've gone to an early 2-1 lead, and this is going to be an exciting series to see, Doc. I lied. I said we're going to get to see the losers final, but actually, this is the loser semi-final.
I'm pretty sure you said the loser semi-final, to be honest with you. I think you got it right the first time. Oh, you did say final. My bad. I thought I heard semi-final too. Anyway, into the gameplay here, we have a 2-goal lead here for last minute. They're doing pretty well here so far. Can they hold on to it? We shall see.
See, obviously, we saw them a little bit earlier. The answer to that is going to be no. Their lead is going to be instantly crushed.
That was a very quick no. Yes, I should have kept my mouth shut, as usual, because this is just what happens. Pablo misses the ball entirely, and Hurts waiting down low, able to just pop that one into the net. And that's probably the easiest goal he's scored all week.
I mean, I think your voice just like broke Pablo's car. He just like couldn't do anything anymore. Fortunate.
It may have. I am not responsible for cars losing their mind every time I speak. I claim no authority over the cars.
Well, nonetheless, it's going to be a minute and 20 here. Tied up game. Last minute, obviously, dropping their lead, so back to a 2-2 game. But as we're approaching the 1-minute marker, we'll see if Kuz can get anything done in the air. Pablo, a nice bounce off the top crossbar. Pablo going to do it all themselves. A double touch will net them a goal.
Double touch gets in the goal and gets their lead back. A beautiful shot from Pablo. Gator, unable to respond, just sits and watches as their tied game disappears. Only a minute on the clock. Does Bat have what it takes to tie this back up and take this team down? We shall see. The kickoff does go their way, but gonna get picked up real fast by Kuz. Gator looking to make something happen off the touch. Misses it. Goes right to Pablo, and now it's a 2-goal lead. And it's not looking too good for Bat here in the last minute.
No, not looking the greatest. Letting 2 goals go very, very quickly back to back, and that's going to put them in a 2-goal deficit. A minute to get it done, a minute to bounce back. Obviously, they've shown in this game that they can score goals, but they're going to have to score 2 more of them. In these next 50 seconds, they're going to have to be quick, and they're going to have to find the mistakes of last minute here. Ricky, though, going to take it onto the side. See if they can get anything done. Pablo to kind of pick this one up, send it into the sky off the left corner, and it will be picked up by Ricky. A shot will be blocked out by Gator.
Shot gets blocked and turned around, and now on the defense here. Oh, well, never mind. They turned it around real fast. Now it's going back the other way once again before I get the thought out. Anyway, here's Hurts on the back wall looking to make the play, and he does get the 50. Ball up high. Can he get the touch first? No, Pablo's going to beat him. Pablo throws it up. Now Kuz opts for a slow, low 50 and ends up getting it in the way. Goes for a bump. Doesn't quite work out the way he needed to. But the shot almost comes off, and it was dangerous, but it is going to get sent back towards the orange corner. Cleared by Pablo up to Kuz, 0 seconds on the clock. He's going for another double, but he misses. It's still in the air, though. It's still up. Trent looking to make something happen with Gator. He's got a little bit of boost. He's got enough. No, Kuz can set that aside. Ball goes up, actually.
Up and in. Gator.
Up and in.
Of course. Finds the one. Going to chomp at the lead. It'll be 1 for the side of Bat. It's a nice one to get, but I believe that is going to be over unless they can get something fancy happen. That's it. So that will be number 1. Is going to go over to our last minute squad, and very good to hold on. They let one slip right at the end, but you know that 2 goals that they scored right at that kind of 1-minute marker were enough to kind of tie them over.
Yeah, enough to tie them over. They did a great job holding on to that lead. And thankfully, that last goal really doesn't mean much for the result of the game. What it does mean for Team Bat is that it's a little bit closer. They were within 1. It's not like they didn't necessarily get slapped around. I mean, they got a little slapped around on defense there for a bit. But, they did very well to get that last minute goal. It's good for their morale, shows them they're not out of it. And perhaps we'll see. I was going to say a closer game. It was a close game anyway. But maybe we'll see Team Bat come out on top if they can figure out how to pick apart this last minute team as a whole.
And every kind of match we've watched up to this point has been winner's bracket, where you have that second life. You can go back to the loser's bracket. There's no second loser's bracket. So you are going to be, if you lose this match, you're done. So this is a lot on the line. Obviously, like you said, Bat, they need to find a way to respond, and they have to do it in this match right here. They're done. Their tournament is over. Obviously, the winner of this one already has an opponent waiting for them in the next matchup, and the winner of that gets the chance play Noxem for the victory for the championship trophy. But nonetheless, we'll start game 2 here. We'll see if Bat can get it done and if that offense can start to fire on all cylinders. Right now, Pablo going to start to try and start that defense going and send it back to midfield.
They do send it back to midfield. Now, Kuz has an open net, but instead of just shooting it, he takes it up in the air nice and slow and gives Gator plenty of time to take that off his face. Personally think that was a horrible call. He should have just shot the ball and taken the early lead, but it's set back the other way. Gave it to Trent. And it's nice save by Ricky. He's going to send it into the corner. Crisis averted, but ball now hanging out in front of midfield. It's going to get picked up by Ricky, sent over to the blue half. Who's down off the post and in. First blood here for last man.
That's beautiful. Koo's gonna a little bit air tricks and just sneak it on by that defender. Like you said, first blood is definitely going to go over towards that last minute squad, getting that goal in actually the first minute of this game. It's a great start for them. For Bat, they need to once again find a way to respond to this one. They were down in last game. They found a couple of goals. Ricky, a nice shot that will go wide. Trent going to continue with the demos to try and slow that offense down, but nonetheless, Bat, they need to find something.
Pablo's going to find something, and Pablo instead is going to find the back of the net. Beautiful shot. Great pass from Ricky. Kuz hits it up, and Pablo comes from out of nowhere behind everybody and bangs it down. Nothing the defense could do. Extend their lead by 2. And now, Team Bat, even further behind than before, really have a lot to overcome, and it's only been the first minute of the game.
Only been that first minute. 2-goal deficit is what they face. Once again, last minute, they are on match point. They win this game. This series is over. Hurt's going to have some fancy footwork, but it doesn't let a goal in. Gator going to get a double touch off of the side and the crossbar, and that is going to be sent on, and finally gets the final touch on that one. That would have hurt if that one didn't go in, but it does go in nonetheless. That will be goal lead cut in half.
Unfortunate for the last-minute defense there. Just there's nothing you can do about it. Ball pops out weird. Instead of finding the back of the net, finds the side of your player, who fumbles it a little awkwardly into his teammate and bounces straight into the net. Can't really react to that fast. So it is what it is. Move on. Extend your lead once again. Get another goal. They are trying to do just that here. But Gator's going to get the clears. He's got plenty in the tank, but Pablo's going to dust him to it. Trent looking for the the double tap, unable to find it. Tries it once again, but it's going to end up working out as a pass for Gator. Gator's going to slot that in, and just like that, Bat has tied this match up 2-2 with 3 minutes on the clock.
Yep. Just fed the goal lead to the Alligator. Going to be all tied up at 3 minutes left to go in towards this one. Bat doing a good job to respawn. And that pass was absolutely beautiful. Ricky this time is just going to send it off the corner, grab some boost, and get out as Gator sneaks behind the defense. Gator, a pass is there. No other teammate is there to pick it up, though. Hurts gets a nice demo. Pablo to take this one now into the corner and send it the other way. It will be Ricky picking up the pass. Ricky sending it into the corner, getting a demo. Ricky, the pass is there. Kuz will receive it and will retake the lead for last minute.
Retakes the lead just like that, and now they're up by 1, 3-2. Great team play. Great job removing the defense and letting your teammates shoot on that easy net. Now you've got to do it again. You've got to make sure that Bat doesn't get another comeback on you. Hurt's got other things in mind, looking to make it happen, but he's going to get blocked by Kuz. Down to Ricky, back to Kuz. Gets it over one defender, gets it over the top of another. There's one to beat. Can he do it? He throws it off the corner, looking for a teammate to find it. Ricky does. Ricky, unfortunately, unable to stay with the ball, goes down with it, gets the 50 off the face of Trenton in 2-goal lead, 4-2. Very impressive. Looks like that pinch was a brilliant move.
Yeah, That was absolutely brilliant. That is going to be another goal, like you said, on the board for last minute. Once again, up to a 2-goal lead for this one, but there is still half of this game to play. So still some time for Bat, but they're going to have to show us some offense, some teamwork here to try and recover from once again from this deficit. Hurts trying to go aerial Trent. A nice pass received, but just goes a little bit wide of the net. Could have taken a shot there. Gator going to pass it back in where it will be that last-minute squad to recover. Sending it the other way. Trent to receive. Hurts, though, will bounce it back looking for some sort of pass as Gator is there to receive the pass.
Receives the pass, but nothing comes of it. Now on the other way it goes, but it's sent to the blue corner and out here by Gator. Quick shot attempt by Ricky's going to come off the post. Not managed to find the back of the net. Now it's going to clear it out over to Kuz, who throws it back over to Ricky. Ricky into the corner, looking to get it past Gator, but does not. Gator throws it up high. Kuz and Pablo both looking for it. Kuz gets there first, throws it towards the defense, and gets sent right back the other way again.
Sent back the other way. Ricky, an opportunity to play the defense there, and Will, a nice save on the shot from Trent. A waterfall, though, will be not received. No teammates in the area from Bat there. Just a little bit too slow on the response. Pablo going to be quick with this response. Gator once again going to try and place a volleyball into the right corner. Trent receiving that pass. Trent into the air. Hurts. A shot opportunity that slides just above the hairline of Ricky to make it a 1-goal deficit. 1 minute left. That is exactly what Bat needed.
Exactly what they needed indeed. Goal deficit cut down to 1 with a minute on the clock. They've got plenty of time on the board to score another one and get this going. The kickoff does not necessarily go their way, but Trent's still going to get there first and take it back. Pablo gets to it before Trent the second time, though, and now here's Ricky looking to make some magic happen, but it's going to get turned back towards the midfield, blocked by Kuz, given back to Hurts with a quick shot that's blocked, and now given to Trent, back to Kuzi, and now to Gator. A lot of quick back and forths here in this defense. What a bomb! But unfortunately, the ball not finding the back of the net, hits the crossbar and goes down. Quick shot attempt, but it's wide. Now they have to clear it out of the corner.
Trying to clear it on out. Still a 1-goal lead here. 30 seconds left. Bat, they need to find something, and they need to find it quick. Shot opportunity. Kuz is going to send that one wide. Just 20 seconds on the board for them. It is Kuz sending it the other way. Burning time off the clock. Putting it in the pan. Melting it down. Gator, though, an opportunity that goes just a little bit too high off of that top crossbar. Ricky now sending it out under 10 seconds. A miracle could happen. We saw it last game, but they're going to need one this game. A pass off of Kuz. Kuz going to receive it. Hurts trying to get it into this offensive sector, trying to finish it out, but it is going to hit the ground just too early. Last minute. It will not be their last minute in this tournament. They are going to move forward in this losers bracket with a breath of life still in them.
Oh, they've got a bit of life left in them. Unfortunately for Bat, that is pretty much the end of things for them. This is the losers bracket after all. But I'm sure we'll see them again. Good players. They definitely have what it takes to compete in here. They've made it pretty far in the tournament, just unfortunately did not make the cut this week. As usual, we have pretty solid teams. Next up, we're going to have Last Minute versus Cotton in the losers final, both fighting for that spot in the grand finals. We'll begin to that in just a moment. Be patient. We'll be right back with you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that short break, we are here and we are getting ready to go with the losers bracket finals. Once again, as a reminder, the team that wins this series will be going up against Noxem in that grand finals with a game disadvantage, but nonetheless will secure themselves some guaranteed prize money. So a lot on the line here, and Kuz knows it. Kuz will know it. Scoring first here, and that is going to be 10 seconds in, Doc. We already have one goal on the board.
One goal on the board and last minute strike first in the first 10 seconds. Even most other players don't even have points. Reveals only touch the ball once. The rest of them all goose eggs across the board for Team Cotton. And not a problem here. Team Cotton looking to strike back, get this clear, take this counterattack opportunity. One to beat Aegis in the air. A bump comes out and the ball falls in. Ricky unable to get there in time to save his teammate from that bump. And first goal for Team Cotton. Gonna tie this one up. 4 minutes 35 seconds on the clock.
Gonna tie this one up here real quick. Like you said, 4 minutes 30 on the clock, all tied up. Both of these teams having the opportunity to try and retake that lead with the next goal. Aegis able to get a nice touch there, up, and it's revealed to pick up the pass really quick. That is going to be a second goal very quickly. I mean, we're only 30 seconds in, Doc. 3 goals on the board combined for both these teams.
Yeah, it's been a very busy 30 seconds here in this game number 1 of this series. But it is what it is. Team Cotton have managed to secure the lead after that first goal scored against them. Last minute looking to bring this the other way, and it's going to be a little bit of more midfield back and forth as always. Reveal looking to make something happen with that. Doesn't make it to the ball. Neither does Aegis for that matter. And Ricky's left to pick up the pieces. Ricky throws it over to the blue corner. Dinks looks to clear it, but he missed. He can't really follow it. It's going to get played back into the corner once again. Who's looking to make something happen past Aegis does. Ricky, low shot and goal, and just like that, last minute have tied it back up. Lot of goals being scored very quickly in this game so far.
A lot of goals, 4 goals in total, and we are back to tied a minute in, like you were saying, and still a lot on the line for both of these teams. Both won it very, very badly. The defense of both sides needs to be shored up if you want to continue this series. And as a reminder, it is only a best of 3, not a lot of time to change your game plan if something goes wrong. Some mistakes from both sides so far, but we find ourselves at even, approaching this 3.5 minute marker. Aegis trying to get something going here. Pablo trying to not get bounced out of the goal. The defender's doing a really good job of getting it forward. Pablo able to pass it to Kuz, and they are trying to get some offense going.
Looking to make something happen here, but it's going to get sent towards the Cotton goal here. Ricky left pretty much alone, unable to get there fast enough. Reveal's able to pick that one off, throw it back the other way. Now Pablo left to save that one, clear it off the corner, and does. Dinks catches a piece of it though, throws it down. Aegis gets a piece, throws it over to the wall. Nobody's there from his team, so Kuz is going to throw it the other way. Reveal gets in the way of that one before Ricky can. And Ricky still with possession, though. Ends up leaving it for Aegis.
Aegis and Reveal going to take that one out of the corner, try and get some offense going. Reveal going to get a nice pass. Aegis, actually, is going to get a nice goal there. I believe it was off the bump and the assist from Reveal. I mean, you can see it doing so much, bumping Ricky out of the way or just blocking them. Aegis able to get that goal in the top right corner of the net. Cotton, they now find themselves in a game lead, coming back from this deficit, showing really, really strong mental here. Scoring that goal, approaching this halfway marker, is huge for this team.
Scores really quick and does it again. There's another one there for Dinks. Able to get one up on the board. Aegis with a great pass. Dinks gets his first one of that game. Now everybody on Team Cotton's got a goal, and almost everybody in the lobby's got a goal. Pablo, the only one still without one, also the only one without 100 points, almost halfway through this game. Don't see a lot of that in these lobbies, but I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll get another ball touch here soon and be with the rest of the triple digits, but not if Dinks cannot score this goal. Never mind, Dinks is just going to put another one in the net. And looks like Cotton's starting to leave their opponents last minute in the dust. But
yeah,
you have seen last minute do a lot come back pretty quick. There's just been so many goals here so far. You've got 5 for Team Cotton and 2 more for last minute. It's not even half or just past halfway through the game. It's a lot, very fast.
Cotton and they are starting to light up here. Like you said, getting those back-to-back goals have definitely been huge for them. Dinks getting 2 back-to-back goals now and a 3-goal advantage, like you said, for Cotton over halfway through this game. 2 minutes are left on the board. Last minute, they need to find something, some sort of foothold, because their offense just cannot get anything going right now. It is Reveal. Take that defense, take it aerial, and take it the other way. Once again, putting some pressure on towards the net. Some bumps don't go their way, and a minute 45 will be left as Pablo takes this ball.
Pablo takes the ball, tries to make something happen on the offense, but it's going to get turned right back around towards the orange half. Dinks with a nice play, pass to himself off the wall, able to make some progress, but get turned around by Ricky. Ricky fakes a 50, Reveal fakes the challenge. The ball comes up out of the corner, only to get blocked away here now by Dinks. Double taps it off the wall and all the way to the orange corner. Ricky catches it in the corner, plays it around 1. That's a free net if I've ever seen one. It looks to me like it's a 2-goal game, 5-3 with a minute 11 on the clock.
Ricky went to the store, purchased a goal on the net, and that one costed free $99. So he's going to be walking away with that one for very cheap. And that goal on the board is going to make it a 2-goal deficit, a minute 10. And they're going to need to buy some more goals. I don't think they're going to be as free as that one, Doc.
They are going to have to work for it for sure as Reveal clears that up over to the corner. Reveal now out of the corner off the wall, plays it a little bit strange. Kuzi thought he was going to go up for it, and the ball goes low, he goes high, and away Reveal goes with the ball, throws it towards the net, but nothing really comes out of it. Now Kuz in the other corner, able to play it off the wall towards the blue corner. Gets a little bit of a 50, tries to leave it for his teammate. Pablo double commits onto that. Should have really left it for his teammate. I was waiting right there. But it is what it is now. You've got to turn it all the way back from your corner. Dinks isn't going to let you, though. Holds it off to the midfield. Ricky ends up popping that all the way to the blue goal. Blue goaltender held in place by one of the orange attackers, but it's not really going to matter because they're still going to walk away with a clear. Bunch of demos coming out there for Dinks, 2-on-2, and it's still going to be their turn for defense.
Got to get back on defense. It's just about 15 seconds left for this last-minute squad. They need to score. They need to score quick. They need to. I don't think there is just enough time on the board. They're going to put some pressure forward. Ricky going to try and get something through, but it is the defense from Dinks able to bounce it on down possibly here, but there are zeros on the board. Pablo just trying to get some effort, trying to get some motivation, but Cotton, they are going to take game number 1 of this series. They're putting themselves on match point, and the possibility to get themselves back towards that winner spot, back towards that grand final, is just becoming a greater possibility at the moment.
Greater possibility for sure. They've done a fantastic job in this game of really holding down. I mean, the amount of goals scored in this game in general was ridiculous, but most of those came from Team Cotton. A lot of them came very quickly in this game. If they can strike as hard as they did in that first game, I think last minute's going to be in for a wild ride trying to overcome that and secure their spot in the grand finals, which they now have to do from a deficit in this series.
Got to do it from a deficit, got to recover in this one, but we are going to get into a game number 2 of this series. Is flying right at you. There are a lot of goals in last one. We will see if that is repeated in towards this one. Now it's going to start off really early with Kuz, a double bounce off of the crossbar, not going to go in. That one is going to be pain if I have ever seen it. Aegis going to take it the other way. Nothing, as Ricky able to play that defense, able to get that save. And 30 seconds, no goals. We're doing good so far, Doc.
They are doing great so far. Nobody's managed to find the back of the net. Just as I say that, Pablo gets one in for free as nobody's back on rotation for Team Cotton. And a little bit of overcommitting. As you see, Ricky was already way back there. Nobody from Cotton was anywhere close. So definitely some overcommitment issues there, but it's only been 30 seconds, only 1 goal on the board. You certainly can walk away with it, but not if Pablo catches it off the kickoff, flicks it over to your corner, flicks it past another one. Reveal just in the nick of time, able to catch a piece of that before it finds the back of their net yet again. And now they manage to turn it the other way. Here's Dinks in the corner, try to make something happen, but Ricky plays it slow and careful and managed to walk away without a goal in the back of their net. Once again, a save by Ricky here in the corner, trying to get it out, trying to get the flick, does get a bump. Now Pablo's got an opportunity for a quick shot reveal. Once again, they're just in time to take that away and give it to his teammate, who gets a fantastic 50 back towards the other net.
Back towards the other net. Ricky able to receive that one and at least play some nice defense. Ricky gonna play a little bit forward as a pass is coming in. Two offensive players are here. They're gonna go forward. Pablo trying to get the bump, but it's just not enough. Very close, but no cigar. It's going to be Pablo to continue the pressure though. Continue going here and continue the shots as that flies the other way. Ricky back on the defense.
Back on the defense now. Here's Kuz switching it up for a counterattack, and Reveal's going to catch a piece of it once again. Reveal been putting a ton of work into defense there, but so far, no nothing to show for it but a goal in their net. Nothing coming out of Cotton's offense. They've still got plenty of time, but last game, both these teams had already scored a couple of goals, so or at least Cotton has scored a bunch of goals, and I think by this point in time, we had one goal there for last minute. Now another opportunity for Kuz to score one. Gets a great 50. Aegis jumps into that one. Risky business. Could have left that net open if you missed, but he doesn't. Aegis now to Dinks. Pops it over the wall. Aegis now gets a shot opportunity, but Ricky's going to clear that away. Pass down to the teammate. Redirect opportunity. Torn to the side by the defense. Aegis able to clear that away. Aegis gets demoed by Kuz. Reveal's going to take the ball on the wall. Try to throw it up, but he's going to get beat by Ricky. Now the ball goes over to Pablo. Low 50 results in two people exploding. And nothing in the net yet.
Nothing in the net just yet. Down to 2 minutes, like you said. Last game was super high scoring. This one going to be super low scoring. Reveal, though. Reveal and squad, they're still down one. They're going to try and get some offensive pressure here as Dinks tries to get a pass that is intercepted there by Ricky. Taking it into the corner. Ricky now taking it towards the other side of the field. There's only one defender back, but has to grab some boost. Going to take it up into the air and will get demoed. Kuz, though, off of the crossbar. It is denied. That would have been a devastating one to let on through, but they aren't done yet. Will be sent on back as Aegis gets a nice touch on that, and Pablo has to play some defense here.
A little bit of defense time for Pablo, but now he's got an opportunity to make something happen. Passes it down over to Kuz, who throws it over the top, and it's going to get sent away by Dinks. Now Reveal with the ball. Nobody's there. It's on target. Nobody can touch it, and tie game. Just like that. 1-1. As Reveal gets that nice 50-50, and nobody's back for the other team.
Nobody's there. I think it's an interesting strategy, not playing defense on your net. We'll see how it pays off in these coming minutes, but hopefully they can respond to that. What it is, 1-1 on the board. Like you said, a very high scoring game last game, very low scoring this one, and it is back to square one for both of these teams. Back to tied up. The possibility of overtime looms large, and once again, if they win this game, this series is over. Last minute, they kind of blew their lead, but it is still tied at the moment. Still an opportunity for them, but I have to play some good defense in this final minute. A shot is going to be defended there by Ricky. Reveal off of the crossbar, sending it back. A pass on through. The defense is not going to hold. It will crack once more. Dinks going to get a beautiful pass there off of Reveal. Reveal just playing a little bit of disruption in the back line. Makes it so that Dinks can make that goal.
Fantastic goal, and exactly what they needed to take the lead. Now only 53 seconds on the clock, and it comes down to last minute, quite literally on their last minute to win this match. They did a fantastic job trying to come back in that last one, but they're really going to need to put their foot down here. They've only got 30 seconds. They absolutely 100% need this to be a goal. And with time ticking down and possession going the other way, can they do it? No, it's going to end up in another goal here for Cotton. And last minute has now 25 seconds to catch up by 2. It's looking like a pretty hard fight there.
Dinks is going to get goals. I mean, we talked about this last game. Back-to-back goals again here. Absolutely crazy, popping off, and like you said, a 2-goal deficit. It is going to be a hard mountain to climb. Cotton, though, they have built up this mountain. This mountain could possibly get them right now in towards the grand finals. 15 seconds for last minute. Their time is running out. Reveal just burning down time, playing some low bounces here. Pablo going to take it on in. Kuz, the pass, but time has ticked down enough. Dink going to let it hit the ground. Pablo will score. But I think it is just a little bit too late, Doc.
Too little, too late. Last minute are out of this one. 3-2 is going to be the end of that. And Cotton are going to take the win in that matchup.
The win, I mean,
overall, they did fantastic. I think both teams did play very well. I mean, we saw what a high-scoring game the first one was, and that second one being so much closer was even better, honestly. And then Cotton able to turn that around, tie it up, then bring it all the way to them winning. They did a fantastic job. I think they really earned their spot.
and they really did earn their spot. They played through the losers bracket. They won some matches. And like we talked about before, they're locking themselves back in the grand final. They're going to be playing Noxem. And obviously, Noxem, they're going to have a game advantage. But, they still get themselves the opportunity. They still get themselves, no matter what, some earnings, some prize money, some of that split. But like you said, last minute, got to thank them. Got to give them so much credit for playing and getting as far as they did today. And it's sorry to see them go. I hope we see them in some coming weeks.
Most definitely. And I'm sure we will again. Now, we have to get ready for the grand finals, which is going to be a rematch of the winners final. Cotton versus Noxem. Noxem did a great job picking this team apart last time. Can they come back and win it, let alone figure out how to pick apart the aggression from Noxem? What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's possible. I mean, we're going to have to talk about, obviously, Noxem. They are going to be a little bit, maybe not as warm as the other squad, but they will have that game advantage walking into this one. And like you said, they did pick them apart. They did score some goals, and we'll see if they can do it this time.
Well, we'll wait and see. We're going to try to get the players all together here. So give us a couple minutes. We're going to take a quick, short break while we get everybody on the field.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Frost Esports Rocket League number 73. And we are here with the most hype series of the night. We have the grand finals. Noxem obviously coming into the series with a game advantage. But it is going to be a fun one. Both of these teams have secured themselves some prize pool. Who will get the bigger chunk? That is the question we'll have to answer, Doc.
There's the question on the day. As we start this out, Noxem have that game advantage in this best of 7 series. And they are going to leave a bit of a mountain to climb for Cotton, who do not care as Dinks scores immediately. 4 seconds into the game, they get their first goal on the board. And just like that, Noxem's going to have to start off on the back foot. Hopefully for Team Cotton, they can take this first win and get rid of that series, or that game advantage in the series.
Talk about equalizing that, but I mean, you talk about Cotton, you talk about them climbing this mountain. Well, they definitely brought their walking stick to bring out that 1-0 lead. But like you said, they win this game, it will be all even, it'll be back to a best of 5, and that would be a really, really nice feeling. You got to talk about Noxem. Don't know what they've been doing. Maybe they just got to stay warm. Got to make sure they warm up because, like you said, 3-1 in that previous series. They did a good job of kind of picking them apart in towards the mid-game. Thunder being great on both sides of the ball, but we're going to have to see it once again. We're going to have to see it from a 1-goal deficit from this championship team.
From a 1-goal deficit, can they do it? So far, the answer is no, because that beautiful pass is going to lead from Aegis to Dinks, and a beautiful shot over the tops of the defender, Mutinate. Unable to reach the ball, the lead is now 2, and Cotton strike back, angry that they had to go through the loser's bracket trial and didn't earn that spot themselves, and are eager to prove that they do have what it takes to take down this team. They rapid fire it again, and a 3rd goal on the board. This team is on fire, and this defense does not exist.
This defense is completely gone. Like you said, a 3-goal lead. I don't think the mountain is any problem for them. They brought their hiking pack, they brought their walking stick, and their water bottle. All 3 are going to mean 3 goals on the board, and not even a minute gone out of this game. Obviously, that means a chance for Noxem to come back, but his offense has looked so dang strong. Dinks once again gets a nice pinch there, but doesn't connect. Under 4 minutes and a 3-goal deficit once again for Noxem to come back from.
3-goal deficit is a huge mountain to climb, and they may be sacrificing their game advantage this early, but I mean, there's still 3 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock, plenty of time. Could this just be some early momentum here from Cotton, or is this just going to be a case in which Mutinate and his boys sat a little too long, and now there's really just too cold, not able to make things happen the way they want? Trying to turn it around, Aegis throws it off in the corner. He's going to get dunked by Thunder, but reveal already patiently waiting for it. It does not get the reset, so he's just going to have to dribble it for a 50.
Has to dribble it on up here. Fatal, a nice opportunity there. Does get sent down here towards the midfield. Fatal has to get back for the defense here. Dinks trying to get an opportunity, but Fatal able to take that one. Fatal, it's not able to get back. Thunder has to be the one to defend that one. Now sending it the other way. The counterattack will mean a waterfall right up at the net. Dinks not going to let anything too shaky happen here, but it will be Mutinate that will be shaking the defense in their boots, taking the first one back. 2 minutes in, that is a good start to this comeback that they really needed. Kind of just sliding it right over Dinks, who was just a little bit too slow.
Almost halfway into this game, finally, Noxem gets a goal on the board by way of Mutinate, and they finally bring that lead down. A little bit of a goal drought happening at the time. They finally get some stink in the game, but nope, never mind. I was going to say something about Team Cotton, but instead they're going to get demoed, and another goal is going to find the back of the board, and now it is a 1-goal lead. Noxem doing a fantastic job finally waking up.
You love that team play. You love it for sure. That drought is going to turn into a river, and that is going to flow out 2 goals their way. Now just a 1-goal deficit. You talked about that team play. That demo was there, and Thunder once again has an opportunity. Will be denied by Dinks, saved away. Thunder going to continue here, a pass over across the field, side to side, is going to land in Fatal's hands. A demo from Thunder. Once again, they are just causing so much pressure in this defensive end that Fatal gets another opportunity. They are relentless with it.
Another opportunity gone and passed by. They're looking to tie this up. Maybe something here. Unite not able to get to the ball. Thunder's going to go for it instead. Play it out of the corner. No boost, though. He's on the back wall trying to make something happen, but it's going to get sent away instead. Now coming back the other way. Fatal intercepts, but Dinks is going to be there first. Quick ripper towards the net. Thunder pops up, takes it over to the corner. Over to Mutinate. Can't get it past Aegis. Aegis into the corner. Can't get it past Thunder. Thunder and his teammate throw it up. Dinks up high, looks for the double. Mutinate can't get there, and Dinks bops it into that and extends their lead back to 2.
Once again, that lead is going to be extended to 2. A minute and a half left in this game, and all of a sudden, Cotton have found a way to answer towards those back-to-back goals Noxem scored. Haven't scored until about that 4-minute mark. So that is a great one to pick up. Obviously, this team feeling very hot after coming off that loser's bracket win. Thunder has something to say about it, though, taking it deep into the offensive zone. Fatal just picks up the pass. The defenders are not able to get it out quick enough. That's going to be a quick response there by the Noxem team.
Very quick response indeed. 4-2-3, 1-goal lead once again. Noxem really struggling to maintain a sizable lead here. Every time they've scored, they're getting answered back now. And Cotton really trying to keep their lead held. It's so far going okay, but okay is not great, and they need to get more on the board quickly. But Noxem wants to get him in the back of the net as quickly as possible. It's just not working out for him.
It is not working out, excuse me. 1 minute left now, though, and still a 1-goal lead here for Cotton, and that will be turned to 0 immediately. Fatal once again going to score another one. Mutinate on the assist. Look at that pass, just squeezing it in. All 3 defenders are there, and none of them stop it. That is going to be squeezing out some lemonade and squeezing out a 4th goal, a tied goal here for the side of Noxem. It is tied on the board. 1 minute left for this Cotton team to try and respond once again.
Fatal almost gets a goal with that faked reset, but it does go a bit wide. Doesn't find the back of the net. Now Reveal with a quick flick. Fatal's going to pick that one up. Throw it over to the corner. Thunder's going to give it back to Fatal. Quick shot over the top of Aegis, but Reveal's already there waiting for it. Going to pitch it up high over an attacker. Now Thunder keeps it back in, tries to make something happen, but it's wide. Fatal looking to get it over to Mutinate. Does get the shot off, but no, not going to find the back of the net. Revealed by himself. Last man standing as 2 teammates finally make it back. Reveal able to finally push up. Is going to get turned around by Fatal.
It is going to be 20 seconds, 4 on both sides of the ball here. It's going to be Mutinate with an opportunity to win the game there under 10 seconds. Fatal going to continue the offensive pressure. They are going to play till the last second. If the scoreboard stands, we will go into overtime. It's going to go into the air. Mutinate has to play some defense, and that will drop towards the ground where Thunder is able to pick that one up. We are going towards overtime. Who could have asked for a better grand final start here? 4 on both sides. Cotton, you got to be a little bit worried for them. They had a 3-goal advantage, but it is golden goal scenario. The next goal will win this game.
You've scored another goal at least, but it doesn't matter when you threw a 3-goal lead and you... I was going to say something, but then they almost scored immediately. It was halfway to the net. The defense just barely able to keep it out the back. Now Thunder tries to clear it out to the corner, unable to do so. Dinks goes for the 50, wins, but Mutinate's going to end up picking this one up on the back wall. Gets bumped, still maintains control, gets it thrown in front of the net. Almost a shot opportunity for Fatal, but Reveal's going to catch a piece of that and clear it away. Now Aegis playing solo man in the corner, gets it over 1. Lots of demos, lots of people blowing up. Dinks then gets a demo, then gets demoed himself. Reveal gets a good clear over to the midfield, but he's still stuck trying to make it work, and it finally gets pushed over to the orange half.
Over to the orange half. Mutinate going to recover onto that one. Fatal trying to pick that one up, but it will be on the other side. Reveal to try and get some offense going. Thunder now into the corner. Teammates are rushing on in, but we'll go back aerial where Dinks wins that 50 going to the corner. Thunder, though, is there to recover. The offensive pressure has been immaculate so far from Noxem. A nice demo, a bounce in somehow. That does not land in the back of the net. A blunder there by the Noxem squad. Nonetheless, the overtime continues. Reveal will end the overtime. Is all even. Cotton, they're going to make sure it is a level playing field. No more advantage.
No more advantage indeed. Cotton managed to overcome that mountain and strike first in this match, in this series, which is going to net a positive or a equal playing field here for both teams. That game advantage now nullified makes this a lot easier here for Cotton moving forward. Noxem really did a fantastic job, first of all, coming back on that. I mean, they were down by 3. They were getting absolutely dumpstered on, and they managed to come back, almost win it all. I mean, they brought us back to overtime. They ran up 3, got scored on, ran it up to 4-4, and just they came so close several times, but it just didn't happen for them. Cotton ended up winning it out, and I mean, props to Cotton for coming back. I mean, this is the team that knocked them into the losers bracket, so I'm sure they feel great about this.
They feel great. Obviously, what you talked about early in that game, Noxem might have been a little bit cold coming into this game, letting 3 goals off in that first minute. That cannot happen anymore in this series. If you want to really compete for this, you cannot let those early goals slip. You need to make sure you are ready for it. And it really seemed in that mid period of that game, they were. They got the team plays, they got the demos, they got the bumps, but you cannot let those early goals get you or they're going to kill you.
Most definitely, and certainly proof of that. I mean, even if they came back, it doesn't matter because they still didn't win the match. Now, as we go into this next game, is there, other than obviously you don't want to let in a bunch of goals in the first 30 seconds, what do you think that this Noxem team has to do to overcome the seemingly reformed Cotton?
I think they just need to play their game. I mean, we saw kind of like I was talking about what they were playing their game in that kind of mid sector. Those like 4 to 3 minute to 2 minute right there. They were playing their game. They were playing their passes. They were controlling the ball and they were doing a really good job. I think letting that early lead though really did kill them. And I think that was the biggest thing, but they just got to get the teamwork. I think obviously Rocket League is a team game. You need all 3 players to be working in sync, and Thunder going to try and get one early. Mutinate just off the post. There is the teamwork. Thunder. This time it will be Noxem to get an early lead.
Early lead absolutely perfectly attained by Thunder, and Noxem finally start off on a good foot in this part of the tournament. They're up by 1 now. Cotton on the back foot this time around are going to have to strike quickly if they want to hold this back. They did a great job killing the deficit in the series, but they're going to have to do a lot more than that to win it. Winning the first game handily does not mean you've won the entire tournament. This team has tons of time, Noxem does, to come back and show them why they sent Cotton to the losers bracket in the first place. So even with that game advantage being gone, I still think the advantage would be on Noxem to win, just the fact that they've already won in a series.
They have won in the series. They have shown that they could win in that series. And obviously, we talked about that they need to make sure that that game does not affect them. That is going to be a nice block off of that defense. Very well done and a very good defense to keep that at a 1-goal lead. But yeah, they have shown, like you talked about before, that they can win. And they had that first game, although they use their game advantage, they use it to adjust. And now they need to go into this next game even better. They have shown it, and a nice bump there will show it as well.
Nice bump indeed. Going to keep everything in play. Now a clear for Dinks over to Reveal. Reveal attempting to make the play. Pops it up a little bit too high. Doesn't find the back of the net. Aegis left to clear that back to center. Now Dinks throws it way high and way left. That was so far from being a threat. Dinks normally really on target with his shots. Just not able to make it happen this time. Aegis with the booming clear back to the orange corner. And Fatal's going to have to pick this one up. Try to make the outplay over past Aegis. It does, but Dinks able to clean that up. Fatal able to course correct and take control of that one anyway. Gonna give it to Thunder. Thunder in the corner goes looking for a boost steal, but Reveal gets the boost. He's in the air. He's going high. He's over the defense, but Mutinate able to get there first. It gets left for Dinks, and Dinks able to clean that one up here once again. A great team play from Reveal and Dinks, and just like that, it is a tie game, and Noxem's lead is gone.
Gonna get the rag in, spray bottle thrown to Dinks, clean that one up for sure, and that is going to be 1-1 on the scoreboard, tied once again between these two championship teams in this grand final. Approaching the halfway marker, and Mutinate does get a shot there that is sent wide by Reveal. So now they have to get back on a defense of their own. Fatal does send an aerial where Mutinate tries to get that 50-50. Fatal off of the crossbar just a little bit too high. but into the corner where their offensive pressure, their offensive series have looked really nice if they can continue that pressure. But once they lose that spark, it seems like it is Cotton that is going to be getting that spark over in their offensive sector.
Looking to get that spark happen, but right now it's not going to work out. It's going to get turned back the other way. Thunder looking to make it happen, unable to do so. It's going to get sent back once again. Dinks with the redirect, unfortunately widened to the top just a little bit too much. And now with a clear attempt, doesn't work for Fatal, gives it to Reveal, and Reveal takes advantage of that empty net and scores once again. Now 2-1, Noxem's advantage is clearly behind them as Cotton now take a 1-goal lead with only a minute 50 on the clock. Noxem really finding themselves on the back foot against a team they've already beat.
Yeah, and that was a little bit rough. I think Fatal actually ran out of boost also trying to get into the air. Just ran out of time there, and it was Reveal. You saw them just take it right out of the pockets, take the ball, and score it. Beautiful goal will net them once again a lead in this series. Going to be up 1. It's not as big as the one they had last game, but it is still a lead. A minute and a half for this Noxem team to try and respond. Dinks not going to let them respond if he has anything to say about it. Sending it the other way, Mutinate, though, has to take it into the corner here, where once again Reveal an opportunity in the sky, but will be denied for now. Dinks an opportunity off the high crossbar, gets a demo nonetheless. Dinks a pass back in just towards the right. It looked good, but not good enough.
That was a nice looking shot and really thought he had it, but unfortunately not able to find the back of the net, bit off target. Dinks is going to try again here though, catches it off his touch into the corner, unable to make anything happen, leaves it for the opponent to clear. Aegis takes the ball back and throws a little bit too far away. It's going to go to Thunder, past a Fatal, quick shot, but Dinks in the middle of it. Gonna keep that out of there. Now Aegis looking for the clear. Nobody's up there to take it for his team, so he's going to go ahead and try to follow, but Fatal off the back wall's going to take it. Got plenty of space, he's got plenty of boost. Reveal's looking for him. He stalls on 50, doesn't use his flip, and ends up giving possession back to the other team, and it's going to get cleared out back to the orange half.
Cleared out back to the orange half, where this orange team, they need a goal in these next 20 seconds. Noxem trying to fight for life in their tournament here, trying to fight to get game advantage back, and is Mutinate with an opportunity that goes just a little bit off target. Dinks on the defense now, wasting time, burning it. 4 seconds on the clock. 1 goal is what Noxem needs to tie it up, but if it hits the ground, and it will, on back-to-back games to start out their series. And although it is not over, they have crushed the game advantage, and they have come back swinging in towards this game number 2. They take back-to-back, Doc, and it is Noxem to lose by 1 again.
Back-to-back, and keep in mind, Noxem won 2 in a row on them in their last series, and now Cotton have won 2 in a row as well. Which has brought them into a 1-game advantage overall in the series, as Noxem had that 1-game advantage. So, I mean, first 2 games these teams get playing again, and Cotton wipe it. No problem. They are doing fantastic, keeping things out of the hand of Noxem here. Noxem really now finding themselves on their back foot seriously, because 3 games technically now, 1-game disadvantage for you. You don't want them to get much farther ahead, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
You really don't. This next game, you let it slip, you're going to have to pull a semi-reverse sweep, we could call it, because they already had the game advantage, but pretty much a reverse sweep, winning every other game. You do not want to be forced to the scenario, but the question is, how do they respond? The games have been close. They have shown good things on offense. The shots just have not been good enough. The teamwork has just not been there. The defense has been slipping at times. If they can shore it up, still definitely in this series, but that's what this next game will decide. Will Noxem even it out, or will Cotton put themselves on match point, series point, and the tournament point?
Looking for tournament point. Here goes Team Cotton, looking to make the clear attempt for Aegis. Not able to do so. It's going to get sent back by Fatal. Fatal passes out to Mutinate. Mutinate, quick shot, but Dinks able to get there just in nick time. Keep that out of the back of their net. Dinks now looking for a pass here to Aegis. He's going to play it off the corner over the top of Fatal, and does, but he doesn't have a lot of boosts. Can he still get it in? He 50s it off, but no, never mind. Nobody's back somehow for Noxem. I'm amazed. I really thought somebody from either team would have been there again. Thunder not able to do anything after he gets sent into the net, and I guess an easy cleanup there.
Easy cleanup for them. They will take the lead here in this game, but Nonetheless, that's a great start for them. They are continuing their trend, and continue it they must to try and once again get themselves towards this game win, get themselves to 3 in this series. But obviously Noxem, they got a lot of time. They got 4 minutes, and they got Thunder who's going to try and take it. It's going to be actually this time Reveal to send it back towards the offensive sector. Fatal able to get the counterattack going here. Aegis able to get something going. Fatal up into the aerial. No one in the net, but it is Mutinate. Just a little bit block there from Dinks to save. Nets them no goal.
No goal here so far. 1 goal lead here for Cotton. Noxem struggling to find their footing in this match. They really are. They're just not able to get and maintain a lead. They're trying their best, but Cotton's just doing everything they can to mess every attempt they make up.
Just trying to get the boops, trying to get the demos, and trying to get the blocks for Dinks. A beautiful one at that. Fatal. A nice shot to add towards the counter, but that won't net you anything on towards the scoreboard. The most important thing, approaching 3 minutes, still down 1, is this Noxem squad. A nice shot. Gonna go just a little bit wide towards that left post, but taking it back towards the Reveal. Able to stop the attack for just a moment. Fatal has to grab some boost and get back on the defense. It is this Con team just relentlessly going forward here. Mutinate able to put some pressure on the Dinks and pass back.
Pass it back. Aegis does try for the 50, but Thunder's going to get a piece of that one. Try to make something happen for his team, but it's going to get intercepted. Now Reveal looking to make the shot happen. Mutinate gets in the way of that one. Almost a goal for Dinks, but he can't get the touch of the ball that he needs. And it's left to Aegis to keep that one in play. Now another shot attempt. Reveal double tap down and in. Reveal extends their lead by 2. And Cotton doing a fantastic job once again. Absolutely destroying the Noxem defense.
Ooh. Reveal, that one was dirty. I'm not going to lie. The double touch off of the top of the crossbar will net, like you said, a second goal. We are under the halfway point, and for Noxem, these past games, they have been struggling a little bit. Need to find their footing here. Thunder trying to do so with Fatal in the corner here, but it is Aegis to try and continue that defense. Mutinate gets one through, but it's just going to be blocked out. Dinks once again able to get the pass. It is here, open net, but Reveal is just a second too slow.
Too slow indeed, not able to extend that lead here. Mutinate looking to get back some boost and get in position. He goes and not really able to do anything with that. It still ends up in his own corner. But Fatal left to air dribble that one out. Does try to do so. Really making any progress though, as that's going to get turned aside once again. This team's just struggling to find the power offensively. There's not really a whole lot they've been able to find success with. We've seen them do really well with their passing plays, but we're not seeing too much of that working out well, or too many opportunities arising for them either.
And not too many opportunities. They're going to have to make some if they can't find them, because a minute and 15, they're going to need 2 scoring opportunities here. The first, Thunder just a little bit wide right. The pass to Fatal is blocked out by Aegis. Aegis once again going to take a battle into the corner that goes their way. Mutinate, though, is able to bounce it up here. Above the crossbar, a little bit of a dangerous area, but they are able to clear it well enough. Thunder have to try and get back on the defense, because this is Aegis passed on in. Reveal an open net right towards the corner, just a little bit too high and wide. It does not connect.
Nothing connecting here yet. Still a 2-goal lead here for Team Cotton. 30-something seconds on the clock. Never mind, Reveal's going to pick another one up and extend their lead to 3. Noxem not able to find anything on offense, let alone on defense currently. Too many goals have made it to the back of their net. If you take a look at the scoreboard here, you've got Noxem 2 shots for Mutinate and Thunder. Fatal's got 7. He's doing phenomenal. He's carrying their offense on his back. However, it does not matter, because the saves coming out for Cotton are just better. You've got 9 saves overall for Team Cotton, 4 for Noxem. So just overall, it is just Cotton's game. They're getting more shots. They're getting more everything, really.
And it looks like they're probably getting the win here as well. Under 10 seconds, up to 3 on the scoreboard. I mean, you talked about it, in the other series was a 3-1, but it was the other way. With the time hitting 0, And Doc, I mean, the scenario we are now in, possibly a full sweep. Cotton, if they can win this next game, it's over. It's done. The grand final would be over in 4 games with that game advantage. Now, Noxem, what do they have to say about it? They've showed us great things, but like you said, all around the ball, the saves, the shots, everything have not been going their way. And this next game, it is win or you are done.
It is absolutely do or die for Noxem. They don't have a choice. They need to win this game, and they need to win the next several. They need to mostly reverse sweep. They did have the game advantage, so they do only need to win 3, but they need to win 3 in a row. And so far in this series, it doesn't look like they're capable of doing it. They are struggling on offense. Their defense is lagging behind. And the other team's just taking them down one by one. So they need to change up pretty much the whole way they're playing and come at this with an entirely new strategy, or it's going to be time to pack your bags and move on.
Want to pack your bags, don't want to move on. So obviously, like you said, they need to win this game or they are done, but we'll see if they can do it. Obviously, the first 2 games were a little bit closer. That last one, kind of a blowout, so we'll see if they can respond here. They got 5 minutes to do so. Reveal kind of started off already with a demo continuing to destroy the mental here of Noxem, but how can it recover? And how can they get some shots on this goal?
Looking to make something happen right off the rip, and they do. Thunder scores first on a mostly empty net. Defense unable to get to that ball in time, and Noxem are going to be up by 1.
That's a good answer. They answered my question. How are they going to score goals? I guess just like that.
They're going to put the ball in the net. That's how.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're supposed to do that?
Nobody ever does.
Oh, okay.
It's a secret.
Oh, a Rocket League secret. You're dropping knowledge bombs.
You've got to put the ball in the net to win. It's the magic secret.
Nonetheless, they put the ball in the net, and Aegis is also going to put the ball in the net and even out the scoreboard. 30 seconds in, we like some high-scoring games. They're going to have it for us. A demo there. Oh, Lord. Flying out of the top to deny the defense. Aegis is able to lay that one in and lay a 1 on the scoreboard.
Absolutely crushing the defense in a disrespectful manner, blowing them up on their own backboard. Just making sure they cannot be in the way for your teammate's shot. And very successful tactic that it is. Ends up being a tie game here now. Now Aegis looking to make a play, gets it past 1, but gets bumped off it, so it can't continue. Titl in the air with some boost and a nice flip, but unable to get it past the defender. Aegis now looking to get this past Mutinate, but Mutinate wins the 50. That's still going to be bouncing around here in their corner. Quick shot attempt. Dinks already waiting in the net. Able to get the clear. Goes for 50 and succeeds. Ball in front of the empty net, but Thunder able to get there first. Titl with a redirect off the blue wall. Aegis catches up with it first. Tries to make something happen. Can't get there fast enough. And Dinks has to get a last-second save at the corner of the goal.
Up trying to get that last second save here. Back on out. Fado going to send it aerial once again as the pressure continues from this Noxem offense in towards the blue corner as it will be recovered by Dinks up in the air. 3 minutes 30 on the board. Fado now forced to be on the defense. Pass to Thunder will send it once again into the offensive zone. Trying to get that counterattack from Aegis. He will get it. Getting onto the right wall here, but denied from Mutinate actually. Is just trying to be a problem, trying to be a thorn in the side, and trying to mess with all of those passes. This time, 50 going towards the way of Aegis. Have to be a little bit careful as this ball is very deep inside of your own zone. An opportunity. Fado denies the demo. Will possibly save that goal. Fado's running with it. The reveal is quick enough.
Real quick enough to pre-flip over to that ball, managed to get a piece of it, clear that away from his net just in time as his boost gets stolen. Doesn't really have enough in the tank to get the clear. So going to get sent here back now by Mutinated into the corner, pops it up, throws it towards center, but nobody there to pick it up. Dinks now with the ball and the boost off the wall, looking to make a play, gets a flick, but not over the top of Fatal. Aegis left to defend that one. It's going to win the 50, but it's going to be resulting in Mutinate's hands. He goes for the low pinch there with the with Reveal. Is going to get sent back to the blue wall. Dinks now up high, looking to carry this away. Gets 50'd. Now it's left to his team to get the clear, and they do pass over to Dinks down off the back wall. Fatal's going to pick that one.
Fatal able to pick that one up under halfway here in this possibly final game of the series. Nonetheless, there's action early, both teams scoring in that first 30 seconds and nothing since Then it'll be Dinks this time to pounce it off the left wall. Aerial is where it's going to play for now, and it will be Reveal able to take this one with one defender missing off of that 50. Mutinate, though, able to take it. Some members out of boost have to get those rotations off. Reveal having to get back here in Fatal. That means an offensive push for them, and Noxem will waterfall down and try. Not a waterfall, will be passed out. Finally, Mutinate here, riding it along the goal line, an opportunity, but nothing is scored.
Nothing is scored, but nothing is gained as he carries it down the other way, and Reveal just takes it off his face and shoots it the other way. Now Aegis trying to clear that one up. Top bins, but no, it's just barely pushed aside. Reveal up high, going down low with the boost, double tapping it down on the crossbar, but it pinches out to the side, and that's another missed opportunity. Close, but not quite. Dinks trying to make something happen, double taps it down low off the wall. Tries to get it past Fatal, but can't do it. Fatal now with the ball, tries to get the clear, but Reveal's going to shove it back the other way again.
Send it back the other way. 1 minute and still a tie ball game here. And since really no action since that first 30 seconds, just a lot of back and forth, a lot of defensive, really nice plays. So next goal could possibly be the one that seals it, but still some time for both teams. Mutinate, a nice shot will be sent wide by Dinks, and some nice defense continuing here from this Cotton squad. We are approaching time where one team needs to score, or possibly we could be going to overtime, but it might. Oh, Dinks. Mutinate, though, quicker on the defense. A beautiful save. We are approaching 30 seconds left. Still tied at 1, Doc.
This is do or die for Noxem. They have 20 seconds to score the ball or risk losing it in overtime if Cotton scores this next goal in the next 17 seconds or the next goal in this game period. It's going to be pretty much over. That's all they need is the one win, and it's done, and the ball squeaks out in front. And no, they're going to be able to get to it. Fatal up in the air. He's got the ball on his nose. Can he keep it up? No, he can't. Shot and quick save from Aegis, and Dinks keeps it away. Now Reveal's got the ball on the target. Can't keep it up, and it's down, and now we're in overtime. Oh my goodness, that was so close for both of them.
Yeah, that was possibly the 0 sec. I mean, okay. Talk about anticlimactic. Aegis, the defense right into offense. 4 seconds on the timer, and the grand finals is over. Cotton, they have done it. They have done the full sweep, winning 4 games in a row, back to back. And Cotton, they are going to be your grand final champion, your game 5 champion, everything champion. They're going to be taking home the trophy.
That was something.
Something.
That was the quickest overtime I think we've seen in a little while. Right off the kickoff, almost an instant goal, and over for Noxem. Cotton takes the win, and oh my goodness, that goal almost right before overtime. It was so well deserved. They almost had it. Aegis saved their team that victory. That should have been in the back of the net. I'm amazed he got there in time and he touched it just perfectly. Keeps it up in the air. His team tries to catch it and carry it, but ends up dropping it. And just easy win off the kickoff. I'm honestly kind of just shocked.
No, they took your advice. They put the ball in the net, and it ended up winning it the game. Obviously, Cotton, you got to give them thanks. You got to give them so much credit for going through the losers bracket and winning that. But obviously, credit to Noxem. They won all the way through the winners bracket, got themselves that slot, and will still be walking home with some prize money. Cotton, though, they're going to be walking home with a little bit bigger chunk, walking home with the trophy and some pride. But that's sadly our last match of the night. Unfortunate. I wish I could go see more Rocket League, but there are no more. So before we head it off, obviously, we've got to give a couple of thanks out. Obviously, thanks to Trolley for sponsoring the prize pool for this week's tournament. Obviously, a huge thanks to our production behind the scenes, Nick. A huge thank you to him. And a huge thank you to you, Doc. Any last words before we send it on out?
No, I think that's about it. Thanks, everyone, for coming and watching as well. We appreciate having you. We look forward to seeing you again next week.
Right. Well, I think that is mostly going to do it. Thank you guys so much.